Hey everybody, and welcome back to Life with Lolo. Alright, so this video is not going to be my typical recap. It's just going to be like an overview or my opinion on Married at First Sight, episodes 3 through 5, because guess who finally caught up? Boop, boop, boop. So, I finally caught up. Y'all know I was like, alright, I'm going to catch up this time. Alright, I'm going to catch up this time. And I was supposed to go live on Saturday, but I didn't get back home until like 10 o'clock. So I was like, well, I can't go live. I don't know who's going to be on. And then I don't really know. I got to set it up and stuff. And that would have took like another hour. So I was just like, all right, screw it. And then I still ain't even catch up on the episodes. So we were just going to be talking about episodes 1 and 2. So I finally last night sat and watched episodes 3, 4, and 5 on Lifetime. And I caught up. So yeah, I'm ready for tonight, y'all. Episode 6 come on tonight, and I am ready. So y'all will get a review or recap tomorrow because your girl has caught up. Thank you for bearing with me, child. Cause I tell you, the way life is going, I just got so much, and then it's my fault. Cause I be putting a lot of stuff on my plate, and you know the plate already full, but you be like, "Ooh, that look good too. Let me get a little bit of that. Ooh, that look good too." I'm gonna get it. So that's how I do. So that's what I do. And then I be getting like, when I be working, I don't really eat, and then I be like tired and the headaches, and then my back because I'm sitting all day driving, and then getting up, and then I'm sitting at this desk, and then I'm starting a gaming channel, so then I'm sitting at the. So it's a lot of sitting, and I already got back problems anyway. So then that just, builds on the problem. So if my back is killing me to the degree where I can't get up, like, I'm just not going to get up. And then if I'm not feeling well, I'm just going to get on this camera and just be like, hey, y'all, this episode 2, just to get a video out there. So I don't think that's fair to y'all. But anyway, I said all that to just tell y'all this ain't going to be no big recap review. It's just going to be something slight. This is my opinion on what I feel about episodes 3, 4, and 5. And what really stuck out to me and was just like, are you serious right now? But, yeah, so don't expect no recap for this video right here. That's just a little something. But y'all can comment down what y'all thought about the last 5 episodes. If y'all feel like it, feel free to comment and, chat with me and stuff like that. Cause I love when y'all give y'all opinions and stuff. It's real cute. But yeah, real quick, because I almost forgot. If you are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be notified when I drop new videos. And also, if you end up liking this little slight work recap, my opinion, whatever you want to call it today, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button along with the share button. All right, y'all. So let's just jump into it. So I left off with my recap review on episode 2, and they were still getting married and stuff like that. So it really wasn't like a lot. And if you watch my channel enough, if I'm bored with something, then I'm really not going to watch it or give a recap on it because I can't really give what I want to give to y'all. And like, y'all have really come through, subscribe to me, and y'all, comment, y'all like and stuff, y'all share. So like, I really appreciate that. And I want to give y'all, some quality uplifted reviews, recaps and stuff like that. I don't want to give y'all no blah, blah, blah. So, and if you watch my recaps on Married at First Sight, y'all know I cannot stand when they get married. I don't like the parts where they do these long drawn out reception thing. And that's just boring to me. And I said to me, because it is. It's like, okay, we get married. Okay, I get like they gotta meet each other. I do like that part, that initial reaction and stuff, and how they react to each other after the fact. When they go on to the side and they chatted up with each other for a quick moment, and that's about it. That's all I really like. I don't like the part where they meet the family and the family be questioning them, and then they play all this dramatic music, and it ain't even all that serious or that deep or whatever. I don't enjoy that part. I don't enjoy the part where they go to the bedroom and they take the gown off at the end because in the next episode they're going to replay that. I don't like that. Just show me the whole thing while we replaying what we already saw, but whatever. I really enjoy when they sit down with the families at like the brunch and, get to ask questions. I like that part. And then of course I like the honeymoon because that's when stuff start popping off and they get to kind of know each other and stuff like that. So with this series, it's like episode 5. I'm going to say, yeah, because 5 they did the brunches. So episode 5 and Oh, it's 5 more so the honeymoon. So episode like 4, but like towards the end, like the brunches and stuff like that to the honeymoon, I enjoy that part. The other parts, I'm just like, it's just because they drag it out. But anyway, that's why I kind of fell off, and that's why I wasn't like on top of it and stuff like that. And I probably won't be on top of it when it comes to the first couple episodes, because like I said, to me it's boring. To other people it may be entertaining and stuff like that, but to me it's drags it out. But anyway, episode 3, they were finishing up the wedding. So by this time, who was already married? Well, let's just say who wasn't married. Ryan and Brett weren't married, and Jose and Rachel weren't married yet. So episode 3, that's when they got married. That's when they did their pictures and all that other stuff. The only thing that really like stuck out, well, was a couple things that stuck out at this, because this episode they did the reception and the 2 weddings. I want to just make sure they did the reception and the 2 weddings, and then they went back to the room, and then we saw more of that in episode 4. But the thing that stood out to me was Rachel, because it kind of hit a nerve with Jose, and you can see that nerve where she was saying like, you are exactly what I asked for, somebody who is not big on looks or but has a good personality or something like that. And he had already told us he had issues with how he looks, and he didn't feel like he was going to be attractive enough for her because he got a big nose, and he said some other stuff, but I can't quite remember. But he wasn't real like confident in his look. So her seeing that, you could see his face like, But it didn't seem like it hindered them growing or getting to know each other, because like they the most like lovey-dovey couple. They be hugging and kissing and all this other stuff. So it didn't seem to really affect them too much. The other thing that stood out in that episode was when Mirla went to meet Gil's friends, and she was saying like all the stuff that she likes. She's not gonna give up her trip. She's not gonna give up going places. She's not gonna give up her lifestyle basically for him. And so the friend was like, so you saying you high maintenance? And then she was like, well, no, I wouldn't say that. And I'm like, girl, if you high maintenance, you high maintenance. Ain't nothing really wrong with that. Like, you like the finer things in life and you can afford it. Like, what's the problems? But why you keep acting like you in denial when everybody say it to you? I'm like, girl, bye. And then the other thing that kind of stood out was, well, they didn't show it until episode 4. And I was like, really? Why would they do that? It was, when Michaela, I guess they call the father-daughter dance or stuff like that. And they know that girl father died, or, he died in a car accident, a drunk driver hit him and stuff like that. So I was like, that was real insensitive for the MC to call for the father-daughter dance, knowing that her father had passed away. Like, what kind of shit? I was just like, they be doing some real insensitive shit. And they stay doing that on these episodes, and that be pissing me off, because I'm not sure what season it was, but they did that before, and the dad didn't show up or something like that. Or I think he passed away too. I don't know if he passed away or he just wasn't with it and he didn't show up. So they was looking like, Or no, was it, I'm trying to think if it was Mandy's family, because remember her family ain't show up or something, and I think they did that same thing, like a father-daughter dance, a mama. I said, why would they do something like that? Married at First Sight irritates me with that, because that was a real traumatic thing that happened to her. And why would they even do that? I'm sure they didn't do that for Mirla. Like, you wouldn't ask for her father to come up there and do no father-daughter dance, and her father got murdered. Like, come on now. That pissed me the hell off. But we ain't really see that until episode 4, because she did like a little flashback and stuff. But that really like irritated the hell out of me. And I think that was pretty much it for episode 3 that really kind of stood out. Because again, they just did like the wedding, the reception, and yada, yada, yada. Their exits were really cute. I really like Bao's and Johnny's, because they had the Chinese dragons there, or the Vietnamese. What? Aren't they Chinese dragons? I think they're Chinese. But anyway, they had them there, and they did like a little performance and stuff. And who else had something real unique? Rachel and Jose had the rosary. I thought that was really nice because it showed like something of their lineage where they do, because you know, like in African Americans or black, they jump over the broom. So I thought that was really nice that they showed them how they had the rosary and stuff like that. That was cute. Who else? I think everybody's exit was pretty cute. Gil and Merla, they got out in they left off in a was it an ambulance or a fire truck? I want to say it wasn't a fire truck. Was it a fire truck? It didn't look like a fire truck, but he is a firefighter. But I think they left off in no, it wasn't an ambulance. Maybe it was a fire truck. So they left off in a fire truck, and I'm trying to think of what Michaela and Zach did. But I don't think they did nothing spectacular or nothing like that stood out to me. I can't remember. But those two, the fire truck and the dragons, that really stood out to me. And that was really cute. I thought it was really cute. But everybody looked like they was happy with their partners and stuff like that. Nobody really complained too much on who they got married to. So for right now, or episode 3, everybody looked like they was getting along. Episode 4, they met the families. They did their little brunchy brunch. They met the families and stuff. Johnny did, because when he met the family, her family told him how Bao was upset. And is it Bo? I said Bao. Bo? That don't sound right. But they told him how she was upset because of the sports stuff. And he was kind of upset the way she reacted, because he said like he put his time and effort into that and he thought it was real special. So it really hurt his feelings a little bit. But I don't really think he gonna say nothing to her. Johnny family loves her. Like, they loved her child. The aunt was like, well, no, the mama and the aunt was like, well, no, the mama was like, she wants some grandkids. The aunt was like, yeah, and Johnny can stay home and be Mr. Mom. I said, not Mr. Mom. And you could see on Bao's face, she was like, that ain't happening. He will not be no Mr. Daddy. And then she went to him after the whole brunch and stuff and was like, well, they brought up your dad and stuff. And then that's when he got all emotional and saying like his dad wasn't, down with it. And he got like these 70 type rules and all this other stuff. And she said, I really thought it was cute how she said that she's going to try to win him over, basically. She was like, I'm real good with dads and stuff. I'm going to put on the best outfit. I'm going to speak Vietnamese to him. I'm going to win him over and it's going to be okay. So Johnny felt he was like, oh, okay, all right. He was smiling about that. I really thought that was cute. Michaela and Zach, their families love each other. And that's when we found out about how the MC called up the dad, because Zach's dad, because she was crying and she was just like, I'm going to talk about it later and stuff. And so Zach's dad ended up going over to her, because he didn't really know, he didn't know the story, what was going on, at that time. But he went over to her and was like, do you mind if, I dance with you or whatever? And she was like, oh my God, yes. And so he danced with her. I thought that was real cute too. What else was in that episode? I think finances is going to be a real big issue with Rachel and Jose, because we already saw how Jose likes to save money. Rachel talking about something she don't like to save money. She tried to save, but then it's like YOLO. I said, girl, that is me. But I do save, but I save to spend it. So yeah. But I felt where she was coming from. And he was just looking like, I wanted a wife. What did he say? He worked so hard to pay off his debt and stuff. So when he got a wife, they wouldn't have to worry about finances and stuff. They could just be, do whatever and not worry about it. But he was like, we going to get through it or whatever. And you could tell her face was just kind of like, They found out where they was going. Brett and Ryan, I think it's something about Brett. No, Brett is the woman. It's something about Ryan. I don't know. He always sweating. Like, is he nervous? He just be sweating all the time. Me and my son was watching. My son said, he's so greasy. I said, I don't know. That man stays sweating. So he just be sweating so much. I'm like, well, is he nervous? Maybe he nervous or something, child. But he got to calm that down. Get him a little portable fan or something, Jesus. Or a little towel. She can dab him up. Because he just be, and that little piece of hair just be so sticky. Poor Ryan. But they kind of odd, and they be having moments where it's quiet, and I feel like editing makes it look like it's bigger than what it is, trying to make it seem like it's like a oh god, what was that goddamn going couple? I see them right in my head. Christina and I can't think of his name. When they was just like not talking and it was just like so awkward. I feel like editing is trying to build up on that because I don't feel like they are that awkward. I just feel like it's like pauses and they don't know what to say next or whatever. But I don't feel like they are that off kilter and stuff. But because they seem to like each other. They don't seem to really have like no big issues, and they seem to have a lot in common and stuff like that. But it's just kind of like, you know, talking and getting it out. He's kind of awkward and stuff. So you can just tell he's awkward, but it's not awkward on the level of what that guy was. Oh, I can't think of his name. I can see his face. I can see the salt and pepper hair, his face and everything. But y'all know what I'm talking about. But I don't think it's on that level at all. Bow and her damn spreadsheet and calendar for her outfits. I said, girl, looking at that, it just made me tired. Like, I wouldn't even want to pack. He was like, ooh, she is me on steroids. I cannot. He was like, look, I put 6 outfits. Check, check, check. And I'm done. I say he better than me because I just be throwing everything in the suitcase. Rachel and Jose, they packing. Child, he started to pack the condoms, and she was like, oh no, we can't pack them. How we gonna have babies? I said, damn girl, you just met the man, but okay. And they seriously left them condoms on the bed. I said, Jesus. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all, they going to the Florida Keys. I said these last 2 seasons been gypped because they ain't went nowhere. The first ones went to Vegas, and then they going to the Florida Keys. I said, that's a shame. I mean, the Florida Keys is nice, but not for no honeymoon. What else? Brett was saying like she's scared to fly. That kind of triggered Ryan, and you can tell he was already on guard about her flying or whatever, because they was like building it up, like the editing was building it up and stuff like that. They finally got to the Florida Keys or whatever. But before, let me rewind for a little bit. Michaela and Zach actually bowed chicky wow wow. They did the nasty and stuff like that before, like after the brunch, child. Because you know she was hot and ready. She was like, he is fine. I want to have his babies. Like yes. So she went to get her hair braided, child. She came back. Next thing we saw them 2 on the camera. She was butt naked. He was butt naked. I wish he'd do something with that taco meat on his chest. Like, just rip it off. That's, ugh, I cannot stand chest hair. Body hair, period. That's just something. That's with me. Excuse me. But, yeah. They bowed chicky wow out or whatever. So, he was like, well, I'm not going to get into it, but... I'm not going to get into it, but if I keep having days like this sexually, I'm going to die a happy man or whatever. I was like, child, because you can tell she knows some tricks. You can tell she knows some tricks. The way she was doing at that bachelorette party, she knows some things. But anyway, let me see what else, anything else. Nobody else did anything. Mirla and Gil ain't kissed. They ain't kissed at the wedding. She kissed him on the cheek. We saw that. And she still ain't kissed this man on the lips. Everybody else was just chatting and stuff like that. You know, getting to know each other and whatnot. Bao and Johnny. So, she snores, right? He, you know, just making fun of her a little bit. Like, I've been with a couple partners and they snore. Child sound like whole grizzly bears. Jesus help them. But, they snored. So, when they, you know, you wake up or whatever like that. And my mama, she snore. Oh, my God. I used to hate. Like, my mama room was all the way down the hallway. And my room was all the way down the hallway. And I can hear my mama snoring with the door closed. So, all my life, I ain't sleep. So, anyway, like, if somebody snoring, you, their partner and stuff, you gonna just be like, oh, okay, like, you was snoring a little bit. You was like, you know, you gonna, you know, make fun of them or whatever like that, laugh and, you know, get on about your day. She don't like that too much. Johnny just, you know, teasing her a little bit, like, I heard you was making some little noises and stuff, you was snoring a little bit, and she like, oh my God, I was snoring, what? So she ain't like it. So, that's gonna come up again, child. Let me see. What else happened in episode 3? Everybody pretty much slept in the same bed. Mirla and them goddamn lumberjack pajamas. I said, girl, that's the best you could have packed for the damn wedding and the honey. What else? I want to say that's about it, because everybody slept together. Nobody was like, well, I'll sleep on a couch or nothing like that. Everybody ended up sleeping in the same beds, which was, you know, refreshing, because, you know, usually it's somebody who don't want to sleep in the same bed. But Bao did put like little pillows between her and Johnny, but other than that, that was pretty much it. Let me see. I know I'm missing something, but like it was the brunches, it was them, you know, getting in the bed and stuff. And I don't really think nothing stood out too tough in the brunches besides the whole financial thing with Rachel and Jose. Like I said, Michaela and Zach's family got along, Johnny and Bao's family got along, and I told y'all about how he felt about the whole sports thing. Brett and Ryan's family, they was, you know, talking and got along. And I feel like I'm missing somebody. I said Jose, Rachel, Michaela and Zach, Bao and Johnny, Brett and Ryan. Who was the other people? Y'all, who was the other people? I know y'all like, it was such and such. Oh, Gil and Merla. They did they show them? Yeah, they did. They met with their friends. So he had girlfriends that she met with, and he had guy friends that he met with. And they all seemed to, you know, get along, but just like basically like, you know, treat him, but, you know, blah, blah, blah. So the honeymoon. So everybody flying to the Florida Keys and stuff from Houston. They all going there. It's probably like a slight flight, nothing too big or nothing like that. But who knows? It might have been some turbulence or something like that. They get to the resort, and it's at nighttime. And for the most part, the resort was cute, but it was like cute for like a vacation. Cute for a family vacation, not cute for a honeymoon. So, and I'm not like high maintenance. I'm like medium maintenance. You know, I'm a little hotel bougie. So I was like Merla when they were showing the resort and stuff in the rooms. I was kind of like, oh, that's not. It wasn't like, oh, this is so nice. Like, no, it was cute. Like, it was just like, and it wasn't even like cute. It was just like, this is nice. Like, cause cute to me is up there. You know what I'm saying? And like, it was just like, this is nice. Okay. The pool was little. They really wasn't, I think they was on the beach, but they really wasn't like on the beach, and then they wasn't real close to the ocean. Like, you could see the ocean from the room, but it was like, you gotta go past the boardwalk, some sand, some grass, and then you gotta take a golf cart down to the beach. It wasn't like close. So I could see where like she was coming from, but the way she was coming at it was just like, boo, you saying it wrong. Like, you just being whiny. And then she was saying like, I'm a little whiny. And she was telling his friends that she was whiny too. And when she was saying it, it was irritating me then. But then when she was actually like doing it, it was irritating me even more. Because I wrote down, Mirla is annoying as... I wrote that. It was just like... She was just annoying me. She, like, it was like she was complaining about everything. Like, everything she was complaining about, child. Like, oh, it's grass. Like, oh, this is man. This is, like, it was just like, And then she was like, I'm whiny. And then she was taking that like it was a badge of honor. And I was like, girl, no. That's cute for, like, a little baby or something like that. But, like, for a grown-ass woman, no. Like, you can say, like, sometimes you can pout or whatever. I be pouting myself. I be like, ugh, like, oh. But the way she was just going about it, like, make the best out of the situation, because you know why they picked the Florida Keys. It wasn't because the show was broke or nothing like that, because they have sent these the couples on some extravagant trips and stuff like that. It's COVID, and they don't really want you to travel too far out there, even though traveling has opened back up. I guess they still like real cautious with it, because especially, with this variant and yada, yada, yada coming out and the numbers going up. And when did they film this? I'm trying to think when they filmed this, because it depends on where the numbers was at and if countries was still, so because some countries was shutting back down and wouldn't allow Americans into the country. So it just depends on that. I know for last season, countries had shut the beat down, okay? So for this one, it may depend on that. So it's not like the people was broke and they couldn't afford it. It's basically because what's going on in the world. So she could have just took it better in stride and was like, you know what? Later on, we going to do a better honeymoon and stuff like that. I understand why we here. Like, this is nice and stuff like that. But, there's some slight work. And if we make it past these 8 weeks, just know we going somewhere nice. Like, something like that. But she was like, my pool at home bigger than that. Ugh. Like, this is just, ugh. He like, well, the view is nice. Ugh. Like, is that the ocean? Like, where the ocean at? I ain't come out here to do all that. Like, girl, shut up. She was getting on my nerves. She was getting on my nerves. And, she was getting on my nerves. So then, we see Brett and Ryan. They apparently, I don't know, I wish they showed us some clips or something of how Brett was on the plane or whatever, because the way Ryan was talking, you would have thought that the girl ran up and down the aisles of the plane and was screaming bomb or fire or terrorist or some shit, because he was like, well, if we was in a dating phase, that I wouldn't have dated her. I wouldn't have went on no more plane rides with her, because I wouldn't be dating her no more, because the way she was just acting on that plane was just, I was just like, well, how the hell was she acting? Like, if she was scared, she was scared. Like, you got to take in account for people's anxiety and stuff like that. So that kind of hit me the wrong way, because it's like, well, you getting all in your feelings and you getting mad that she was scared to fly. Like, how do you think she was feeling when she was flying up there and she was terrified? Like, what did you do to help calm her down and stuff? Like, he was irritating me. So I really would like to know how she was acting on a plane, because the way Ryan was making it seem like she was just wilding the beep out. Like, and I'm like, was it just, she was just like clenching your arm, or she was just like, oh, ah, like something like that? Or was she like screaming and doing all that other stuff? Like, I don't know, but he was just irritating me. Then Bow Child, they go to bed. She don't want Johnny to sleep in the same bed. Talking about something. Cause he got in the bed. He was like, okay, you ready? Go sleep at night. She like, well, I'm just trying to figure out why you in this bed. He like, wait, what? She gonna say, cause I don't want to keep you up. I want you to get some good rested sleep, cause my snoring and stuff. He was like, well, I'd rather be in the same bed with you than not be in the same bed with you or whatever. So he ended up sleeping in the same bed. But I was kind of like, girl, what is this? The 1960s? We sleeping in a separate bed? It's like, girl, if you don't cool the beep out, it's just some snoring. So, he did ask her, like what her idea of sex was or something like that. Like, what was she into or whatever. And she was saying like kissing, the way they kiss off camera is really getting her in the mood to, about Chicky Wow Wow with him. And then he was saying like he just like basic vanilla sex, and the way he was going in on anal sex and stuff, he was like, cause that's for poop and we don't have to do. He's talking about something, the penis should go in the vagina. I said, oh my God. But that was funny. They did sleep in the same bed, like I said. Who else we got? Gil and Merla, they slept in the same bed together. Pretty much everybody slept in the same bed together except for Zach and Michaela. So Zach came in the hotel room. He ain't feel good. He was like, well, I don't feel good and stuff. And, I'm just going to sleep in this other room because I don't want to get next to you and I'm sick and stuff like that. So I said, oh my God, don't tell me this boy got COVID. And I was thinking, I'm like, didn't they swap? Like, you would think they would have tested them before they got on the plane, or before they even started traveling, or before they was even next to each other or whatever. Like, so how was he sick all of a sudden after that plane ride? It just was just like, So they didn't sleep together. The next morning, they getting breakfast and stuff like that. Everybody pretty much got the same breakfast. It looked like a big ass croissant. Now, I don't know if this is all inclusive, or maybe they made it all inclusive for them, but they had like this big ass croissant, some little fresh sliced up fruit, and I think that was, and some coffee or something like that. Everybody else was fine. Here go Merla. That's it. It ain't no protein on here. Where's the meat? He like, that's the breakfast. She like, oh, the croissant and fruit, that's the breakfast. Like, she was complaining already. I said, damn, we just woke up. You're complaining already. She is so irritating. Look, here I go talking about something. This video ain't gonna be long, and it's already at 30 minutes. But she was just complaining. And then the people brought some milk up, and she was just like, well, what kind of milk is this? Can you drink it and tell me what kind of milk it is? He drunk it. He was like, I think this regular milk. She was like, oh no, I need almond milk. Now, I can understand that if you got like a little lactose and problem or whatever like that, you don't want, that messing up your honeymoon. So she called down there and was asking for the almond milk and stuff. And he was just like, child. What else, child? She was so annoying. And he was like, well, at least you're not on the level of being a Karen. I said, that is not the compliment that she could get. But unfortunately, that's probably going to be the best compliment she going to get on this trip and through this marriage, because she's just so annoying. Everybody went downstairs to meet except for Zach and Michaela and Mirla, because she wanted to do work stuff. I'm like, you doing work stuff on your honeymoon? Girl. Like, did you just not want to get in the pool, or did you not want to get around other people? Like, what is going on? But Gil, because he ain't got his woman beside him, he want to ask everybody all these questions. Who kissed? Who bowed chicky wow wow and stuff? Nobody down there bowed chicky wow wow, because Zach and Michaela weren't down there. But for the most part, everybody kissed. Even Jose and Rachel had to demonstrate how they kissed and all that other stuff, child. And then here go Gil running his mouth about his wife, talking about something, she real difficult and she real this and she. I said, dude, that's not what we do. We do not bash our wife in front of strangers. Like, no, we don't do that. And I know you had a girlfriends, and I hope you did not bash them in front of your friends. Like, come on, you don't even know these people, and you know they're gonna run back and tell her what you said, and then it's gonna be problems. So why would you even do that? I'm just like, We find out Zach did test positive for COVID. Of course, Michaela is upset because, she want to do honeymoon type stuff with her husband and stuff. And she like, I ain't come down here to do single stuff. And he like, well, I can't even get near you. So she upset about that. She like, I done packed a whole bunch of bathing suits for you to see and all this stuff. So I said, girl, you act like he got COVID on purpose. Chill out. Rachel pretty much needs to relinquish control, because she was saying like she want to do stuff in a relationship, and that's nothing wrong. She want to put in her work, her contribution and stuff like that. But Jose is the type of person that wants to do more for her than what he requires her to do. So she just like, no, I wanted to be 50-50, and that's not his style. So, I mean, they gonna have to compromise and come to a medium with that or whatever. She did take him fishing, and he caught a fish, and so it was real cute. Mirla and Gil, they go out down to dinner and stuff, and they was looking real nice and stuff. And he brings up how she didn't kiss him, and she like, I don't do that on the first date, and I don't do that even if we not on the first date. I gotta take it slow, and it could be months and stuff. I said, damn, girl, like talking about something, well, I don't know you enough to kiss you on the lips. I said, but you knew him enough to get married. Shut the fuck up. She gets on my nerves. Oh, she gets on my nerves, y'all. He did have like some macaroons for her in the room and stuff, and I said, she complained about these macaroons, but she didn't. She was like, oh, I love this and stuff like that. I said, oh, praise him, like about damn time. And everybody at the pool was trying to figure out where Michaela and Zach was. They was like, well, did they even get married? Because I guess like nobody told them. So then, like the later on that day, or maybe it was the next day, I'm not sure. It might have been the next day. I can't remember. Michaela did call Rachel and told Rachel what was going on and how, you know, with the COVID thing and stuff. And then she was like, oh my God, I just can only imagine how you feeling and stuff like that. Cause right now, like, I feel like I'm inseparable and stuff. And then the thing that had puzzled me was like, not Rachel, Michaela, they said that she had to go back to Houston and Zach was going to stay down in Florida. I said they ain't had no other hotel rooms available for her to just stay at the hotel. And yeah, they had separate rooms, but maybe they didn't have, because they had 2 rooms in the one little suite. So I guess they ain't had separate bathrooms, because if they had separate bathrooms in a separate room, he could have just quarantined himself in that room. She could have slipped him notes under the door or, you know, something. But she went all the way back to Houston. I said, that don't even sound right to me, because what? Like, why? I would have stayed in Florida. Like, come on now. But she went back home, and they was just saying, you know, they're going to pray for him and stuff like that. Johnny ended up asking Jose to help him find some romantic clothes to do something real romantic for Bao. And I thought it was real cute because the clothes he picked out, because you know it was at the resort, because they ain't gonna have nothing cute and fancy, child. Well, I mean, some resorts do, because some resorts have big ass malls and stuff in them. But this one, this was old folk golfing and so the shirt he brought her was too big. But instead of complaining, she put that shirt on and, you know, went with it and went down to the beach and enjoyed the little picnic thing that he had for her. Child, that was Marilla. She'd have been like, you brought me resort clothes? Oh my God, this gonna itch my skin. I can't. Like, But anyway, back to Bao and Johnny. He ended up telling her that he really, really liked her. He was in strong like with her. And it was like this long pause. But then she was like, oh, I feel the same way about you. And so they kissed and stuff. And he was telling her like he went on 100 first dates and stuff. And she was like, well, you know, I feel kind of sad for him that he had to go on 100 dates. But, you know, had he not ghosted me before when we was in college, he wouldn't have had to do that. So, I was cracking up. And then Ryan and Brett, they talk about how they want kids. And Ryan says he wants 2.75 kids or twins or some shit like that, child. And girl, at the end, we saw Bao and freaking Johnny. She gonna tell him that he was poking fun of her snoring. And she felt upset about that. It like really hurt her feelings and stuff. And he was like, oh, you know, I was just doing like some cute little banter and stuff. But you know, I apologize, yada, yada, yada. Child, she wanted them to sleep in separate rooms permanently because she don't want him to be disturbed by the snoring, and then she don't want him to be poking fun of her. So if y'all stay married, y'all gonna be sleeping in separate rooms for the rest of y'all. She don't get out my face. She don't get out my face. I think that was it for that. Let me see. Let me just make sure, y'all, because I think that was pretty much it. I said what I needed to say about, like, the stuff that had stood out to me between all the couples. Brett and Ryan, like I said, they seem to be getting along. The only thing that kills me about Ryan, and I hope in the next episode he don't talk about how she acted on the plane, because he seemed to be like really stuck on that, how she was acting on the plane ride and stuff. So I was just like, I hope he don't bring that shit up again. And Marla and Gil, they ain't making it, child. They not. They not making it. But their banter is, she hopes it's playful banter. He being dead ass serious. And, like, that it's going to start getting to her. I can see. Zach and Michaela, hopefully they can bounce back after being separated for so long. But you know, if they talking on the phone and FaceTime and stuff like that, then they should be okay. But he probably gonna have to stay down there for what, 14 days? So, who else, child? Rachel and Jose, she gonna have to give up some of that, control a little bit. Just a little bit of that control, child. Just let him do for you what he want to do to make him feel happy and safe. And who else? I said Brett and Ryan, Jose and Rachel, Gil and Merla, Michaela and Zach, and Lord, why? Oh, Bow and Johnny. I talked about it already. Oh, and Bow, she just need to get over that goddamn snoring, girl. Like, you snore, so what? Like, either get your go to an ENT, get that checked out. Maybe it's your ad noise, maybe it's your tonsils, something like that. Or if you need a sleep apnea machine, CPAP, something like that, girl, just go and get it. Like, get over yourself. Anyway, that was it for my opinion. I will definitely be watching episode 6 tonight and giving y'all a recap review tomorrow on it. So I'm up to date now, y'all. So I hope y'all end up checking it out. Again, if you are not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell to be notified when I drop new videos. And if you ended up liking this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button along with the share button. And make sure you comment, y'all. I love when y'all comment. I really, really do. So comment. And like I said, sometimes YouTube be tripping and don't let me see the comment or let it pop up on my thing. But I can see the comments in my email, so don't worry about it. I just can't reply to them or like them or anything like that because I don't know why, like, it's just not on my list anymore. But I can still see the comments even though they might not pop up on my underneath the video. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all for y'all support. And until next time, peace.